There are four key supplements, each crushing inflammation from a different angle to help with your autoimmune disease or inflammation, all backed by real research so you can stop dwelling on your condition and start working towards reversing your disease. And when Rita Mustafa, RNCP, added these supplements to my daily routine, I felt so good that I could put my energy into healing rather than trying to survive the day. So in today's video and live event, we're going to show you how these four supplements can help calm the inflammation across a range of autoimmune and inflammation diseases. What's most inspiring, all these supplements have been studied in 132 different um, different research randomized controlled trials. And these tests, where people are randomly given the supplement or a placebo, and that's like a pill made of sugar, then the results are then verified by other researchers, confirming if the supplements actually helped or if it could be changed just using your positive mindset. So, Sarita, what is our first inflammation crushing supplement?
Well, I think at the top of the list, I would say is our sunshine vitamin, so vitamin D, D3. Most of us will know it as D3. So I'd probably put that at the top of the list.
So, in vitamin D, I know. So I have a bit of an issue with vitamin D because the supplement format is only one of 25 metabolites that you can get from the sun itself. So I'm much more interested in getting the supplement from the sun. And when I did that, I actually had massive changes from living on a vitamin D supplement compared to actually being in the sun. I had the greatest reduction of inflammation that happened then. So I don't know. Can you tell me about more about vitamin D? What's so great about it?
So with vitamin D, so you bring up a good point because you've been on vitamin D forever. We've both been on vitamin D forever, and and really the changes for you really didn't happen until you were in the sunshine. And I think part of that has to do with because vitamin D, I mean, when we put vitamin D into our body, we're assuming that our body it has the right metabolism to like break it down and also use it, right? And utilize it. So when we're either doing a supplement or even when we're in the sun, it helps to have a really good gut system set up so that the body can convert all these things to usable form, right? So yeah, so vitamin D is our sunshine vitamin. In North America, unfortunately, we really, we probably get sunshine, a good amount of sunshine that we can actually use in our bodies, probably like 6 months out of the year, right? The rest of the time, if you've hopefully absorbed enough, either through skin or even through supplementation, that the body is actually storing it for you, so that during the winter time, the body can use the storages of the
Yeah.
vitamin D. And yeah, so with vitamin D and with many other supplements, it comes down to like making sure the gut is healthy enough so that it can use these things.
So if someone does have inflammation, what I love about all four of these supplements is that they work at four different levels, and it's like the inflammation is being boxed in, so it can't escape. And vitamin D itself, what I understand, it is the immune system's off switch to work better, and that's the beginning of quelling inflammation, so your body can start to at least feel better, function better, and start healing. And I love that. The next one really changes the raw material of your body, and it uses to build inflammation in the first place. So this is actually taking care of that raw material. What's our second one, Rita?
Omega 3s. I think omega 3s are really important. Again, through supplementation, also through food. So we can do it naturally. We can also do it through supplementation. When there's inflammation there, which is one of the major benefits of taking omega 3s, And with any of the 4 supplements we're talking about today, dosage is really important, especially because there's maintenance dosages, and then there's dosages when you're trying to get rid of inflammation or trying to treat inflammation. And so the dosages are usually, if people are just taking the minimum dosage, which is on the bottle, you may not be seeing the effects, and you might be saying to yourself, well, it doesn't work, right? So this amount of omega-3 or this omega-3 doesn't work, or vitamin D, or any of the other supplements we'll be talking about today. So, but yes, omega-3s are an awesome anti-inflammatory. They do so much to the body, regulate hormones. It's like vitamin D. It does so much. It doesn't just, help with the immune system. It also helps with bone health and so many other things. So a lot of these things do more than one thing.
When we talk about vitamin D and omega-3, vitamin D, they say it's a supplement or a vitamin, but it's not a vitamin. It's a hormone. Is that the same with omega-3?
Omega-3s, it's a fatty acid. Yeah.
Fatty acid.
So, which is what EFA stands for, essential fatty acid. So omega-3s are essential, and essential meaning your body won't make it, right? So it has to come through food or supplementation. Omega-6s and omega-9s our body can actually make from raw material of the foods that we bring in, assuming you're having a healthy diet. But definitely omega-3 is essential. Yeah, our body doesn't make it.
Okay, so we got 2 sides of our box locking in that information. So the first is vitamin D, going for the hormone side of things and shutting the immune system off. The second is then the omega-3s, which is would you say the hormone, not the hormone level. What side is the omega-3s doing it from? Essentially fatty acid.
Yeah, it's an essential fatty acid.
This is the fat soluble side. So then, how do you get this in your body?
How do you get?
Instead of just going to the store and doing it, like what foods do you want to get for this?
Omega-3s are actually what it sounds like, fatty. So it has to come from things that are fatty. So fatty fish are probably the best source. So we've got sardines, mackerel, anchovies, salmon, herring. Those are like great omega-3 sources of food. Cod liver oil has some omega-3s, also has vitamin A, has so many great benefits. Let's see. Nuts are good too. They do take a little bit more in terms of conversion, like the body has to break it down. But things like walnuts are an excellent way, flax seeds, hemp seeds. Hemp seeds are great. And for vegans, or someone that doesn't really like fish oils or fish, but you still want the benefits of the omega-3s, you can actually get, they call it vegan omega-3s, but basically it's microalgae. So basically it's made from algae. So you don't get the repeat if that's something that people are concerned about with the omega-3s, especially at higher doses. In the case of like trying to fight inflammation, you have to take higher doses. And so for some people, again, because the gut isn't really doing a great job at breaking things down, you get the repeat. So you can also do the vegan version, which is basically microalgae. So those are the best ways to get omega-3s in.
Okay, so lots of fish, getting in the sun, that is starting to form our box. And the next part is working from the gut side of things. And what's that one?
In terms of, like probiotics, you mean?
The supplement, yeah.
The next is probiotics. So probiotics basically mean good bacteria, right? So we're trying to make sure we have as much good bacteria in the body that the body needs, and crowd out any bad bacteria that might be there because of, poor diet, or maybe years of medication or antibiotic use, or too much sugar, too much alcohol, right? So that good bacteria, basically that's what probiotics stand for. And with probiotics, we're also, the more good bacteria you have, the less inflammation you're creating, right? And so trying to get good bacteria into the body, again, you can do this with supplementation, and there's 101 versions of probiotics in the health food store, which gets very, very confusing. You can also use food, right? So food, food with live cultures in it. So sauerkrauts are good, fermented food, other fermented foods. Can you hear the dog in the background?
I can definitely hear the dog in the background.
Sorry,
I'm hear the dog more than you.
you hear the dog. Rocky. Okay,
Here,
hold on.
grab the dog. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So we're talking about the 4 supplements that's um, been verified by science, and the first 3 are vitamin D, which shuts off the immune system. We then have omega-3s, and now we're talking about probiotics working in the gut, which we actually talked about last time. And I love these supplements because they approach inflammation from 4 different sides that are all completely different. So this is what we talked about last week in our last video about you working with the gut, and that becomes the foundation of healing autoimmune by starting with the gut and repairing the gut. And the probiotics are something that we talked about back then as well, that it's going to help. So I guess it's doing double duty. Not only is it reducing inflammation, but it's also repairing the gut and getting it ready and healing autoimmune, or at least contributing to the reversal and healing of autoimmune.
Yeah, exactly. So it's all part of the picture. It's all part of that picture of healing, right? So yeah, being able to, because you have to remember a majority of our immune system is in our gut, right? So we want to make sure we have a healthy gut.
Perfect. So we got a healthy gut. So, and this leads us into our last one. So this is the 4th side of reducing inflammation, and this one blocks the chemical signals that tells your body to keep inflaming. And it's quite common. It's a common spice too. Can you tell us about the last one?
Yeah. So curcumin, many of you know it from coming from turmeric. So curcumin is the active ingredient in turmeric that is the anti-inflammatory, and there are different. It's not different versions of curcumin, but there are different. I'm lost. I have lost the word, but basically there are different versions of curcumin. So some will be better for inflammation than others, but yeah, so basically the common herb of turmeric, it's that curcumin, that active ingredient in it, that makes it the anti-inflammatory. And again, it comes down to dosage, right? So just putting a little turmeric in your food is not probably going to fix inflammatory issues. It still has great benefits to the body, but if you're dealing with a serious health concern, just eating a little bit of turmeric probably isn't going to help a great deal. So again, probably we're going to be relying on supplementation, and yeah, and again, the dosage makes a big difference. So most of the time when you buy a supplement on the shelf, they're basically the dosage is a maintenance dosage. So when you're dealing with something serious, fairly serious in terms of like a chronic condition, the dosage most likely is probably not enough. This is where you should be working with someone, right? Like, don't, we're not medical doctors. We're not here to like, fix anything per se, but we're trying to give you the information so that you can go out and read more about it, or work with a practitioner that can help you choose either a good supplement for you or the correct dosage for you. Yeah, so again, you can get it through food, yes. Is it probably going to be enough? Probably not. You most likely will have to use a supplement for chronic condition.
Okay, so you bring up a good point, because I know I wouldn't necessarily be able to do this myself by working this, But you putting me on this combination of supplements kept my inflammation down so much that I could focus on all the other aspects of healing. And that is, including a big part is getting out in the sun, being able to get outside to various parts of the day to get the full spectrum of light, the vitamin D, which is only one side of reducing inflammation. But then adding in these other things with the foods, the fishes, and the other supplements, it really returned my body like fast too. So I'll put this out to all of you that if you or someone else wants to be tested energetically for the right balance of natural healing, like Rita did for me, consider booking an appointment with Rita at her website at oasishealth.ca. I'll just put that up, but oasishealth.ca. Consider booking an appointment with Rita on that one because her approaching these four supplements, which approached the inflammation at four different directions, helped me so much. And like I said, 132 different randomized trials made a massive difference with this. So I want to thank you all. I'll put it out there if anyone has any questions on this or wants to ask specifically about them. We can tune into your body about your inflammation. If you're looking for some other information or dosages, consider booking with Rita. So I'll just put that out there. Uh, Otherwise, I don't know, Rita, is there anything else that you want to say about these supplements?
Um, I mean, these are just four, right? So these are probably my top four to start with. Of course, there's lots of different supplements out there that you might already be taking and you might be finding helpful. So that's great. But yeah, so at the end of the day, I would say, try incorporating these four if you haven't already done so, and you know if you need more support, obviously, reach out to us. But I'm hoping there might be some other questions. I mean, I can talk more about each individual supplement or recommendation. I don't really see too many questions coming from the audience.
Perfect. So, folks, again, check out Rita's website at oasishealth.ca. She uses the pendulum and energetically tests you with this. She's been doing this for over 2 decades, and it's helped me a huge amount to have Rita in my corner and reverse this incurable disease, which is becoming curable. And all autoimmune starts with the gut, as we talked about last time. These four supplements get the inflammation down, so you can get your mind, your clarity, and your energy back and start functioning in life again. So I really hope you book with Rita and do this again. So we will talk to you all next week for the next topic, whatever that is, and we will see you again. Thanks, everybody. It was nice and short and sweet. Much love.